So, have you guys ever wanted to eat spiders and become Spider-Man? Well, this kid did apparently, which I have no idea how it's possible. It's not like it's fake or anything. Let's go listen to this dumbass's story. And yes, this is a new series. It's called Story Time, you motherfucker.
Hi, my name is Jim, and I can actually shoot spider webs.
Bullshit.
Let me tell you about how this all came to happen. Growing up, I was a massive superhero fanatic. I watched all the movies related to them and read all the comics as well. My favorite one was without a doubt Spider-Man. I thought he was the coolest, and I always wondered what it would be like to be able to have his superpowers.
Oh, you know what would actually happen if you're that curious as well? Let's look at the statistics. If you get bitten by a radioactive spider, chances are you will die. So yeah, how about you get lucky and try to get the powers? But if you do get the powers, you would more likely not even be able to understand most of it, because let me tell you this, if anybody knows Spider-Man, you know without a doubt, he does not shoot spider webs. When he got bitten by a spider, the thing was that he could only have super strength, and he was like sticking on stuff. And basically he can climb up walls. That's basically it. I don't know about the new Spider-Mans if they changed it, but back in the day with the Spider-Mans, he made a device on that is with his glove. And he presses a button. When he puts his two fingers on that button, it will shoot up a spider web. That's why the iconic coal thing with the Spider-Man is there. It's because that's how he shoots the web. And it goes through his wrist, not his fingers. Because it would make sense probably if it went through his fingers rather than his wrist, because that wouldn't make any sense. And it's weird that he eats the spiders rather than getting bitten by a spider, thinking that it's completely opposite. Fucking idiot.
I also identified so much with Peter Parker. He was a geek and had a dry sense of humor in the comics.
Ha, you're fucking lame, you piece of shit. That's probably why you ate all those spiders, didn't you?
I loved him so much, and he even had a beautiful girlfriend. I imagined being just like him in every way and hoped I could somehow make this become a reality.
Well, too fucking bad. It might make sense because you are a cartoon, so maybe you can, but you're talking about reality. That shit ain't gonna fly, buddy.
But as I grew up, I began becoming truly obsessed with this idea. Was there a way to change my life around and make it all better?
Yeah, it's called actually being a normal human being.
Make myself a real-life Spider-Man? I began to wonder, to plan different options. It took me a while to actually come up with an idea I thought could work, but eventually it came to me. What if I began eating spiders?
Yeah, I don't think you actually compare to that dumbass. He's actually more cooler than you, because at least he was normal, as so to speak, because he was kind of a geek. But you're not even close to being a geek. You're just a fucking weirdo. How does literally thinking about being Spider-Man makes you just have the conclusion to wanting to eat spiders? Spider-Man doesn't even eat spiders. And if you want to become Spider-Man, why would you eat your own kind?
I know how crazy it sounds, but I figured there wouldn't be anything to lose and a whole lot to win.
What do you even mean by that? Because it's a whole lot of loss and a whole disgrace of winning. You have no idea about anything. Number one, nobody will love you. Number two, nobody will even want to be with you. Number three, everybody that's watching this video right now makes them want to vomit. I know this sounds crazy, but no, there is no but. It's fucking disgusting. And then he tries to say, there's a whole lot of things that I have nothing to lose. I could probably become Spider-Man. No.
After all, if I didn't get superpowers, I'd simply be eating a few nasty bugs. People all around the world munch on insects, and nothing ever happens to them.
So you just fucking proved your own point. It doesn't happen. So you basically just clickbaited your own video. Ha ha ha. So funny. Wow, how are you still monetized?
So I knew it was safe enough.
No, it's not safe. Nothing is safe. Get that through your fucking head.
I was obsessed enough to want to try anything and everything to achieve my dream, so I was really determined. I would go outside and search for spiders at first, munching on every single one I found. At first, it was so disgusting, but it didn't take long to get used to the feeling and taste. After a while, honestly, I began kind of liking it.
Yep, this is the reason why you don't have any friends, and yes, he does eat these alive. He eats them in the backyard and he does not clean them. Dude, if you're going to do something like that, at least be sent. Oh my!
But honestly, between school and homework, I didn't have the time to search all over for new spiders to try. I would still grab and eat every single one I managed to find, but I knew there needed to be an easier, faster way to try new species.
Oh God, are you? Oh God, no, dude. Okay, you gotta stop, please. Why do you want to try new spice? What the fuck, dude? Dude, this is your obsession. You need to go to a mental hospital. Why do I have to go to a mental hospital about feelings? And then these fucking idiots out here literally go and eat spiders, and then they say, oh, okay, that's okay. Society agrees with that. The fuck?
So I went online, and since you can basically buy anything online, I quickly found a few websites I could order spiders from. Boxes began arriving every few days, and I'd eat its contents with increasing frustration.
So you go online and order these snacks, you so-called. No, don't tell me you went to the pet store online and asked them to bring them to your house. Dude, to man to fucking disgrace, you just gotta know. Stop.
Nothing was happening. It simply wasn't working.
Yeah, 'cause eating spiders doesn't do anything other than just make you a complete fucking outcast even more. So let me tell you this, if this was an actual story, why did we not hear this anywhere in articles or news that literally show, oh, guys, this dude has superpowers, and then just nothing at all? That's pretty sketchy.
I figured maybe I should search for some sketchier providers. Maybe then I'd find the right kind of spider, one that hadn't been so well tended to in the first place.
You already know this dude's gonna get fucking drugged. Fucking idiot trying to go, hey, let me go to some sketchy dude that's in a dark alley.
I ordered from a handful of different sellers and kept on sampling the incoming bugs. One day, a big package arrived. It was filled with a few spiders for me to choose from, and I was surprised to see that one of them was glowing lightly. Could it be that it was radioactive, just like the one Peter Parker had been bitten by?
Yeah, I doubt that you got a freaking radioactive spider. He's going to go through every single species just trying to find a radioactive one. This guy really thinks eating a radioactive spider gives him superpowers. I don't even think that's even true. I think he would just let him bite him. Does he feel like he needs to do the biting? Because that doesn't make any sense.
My heart was racing when I munched on it. But much to my disappointment, nothing happened.
I knew it was a fucking gummy worm biting spider form. You got fooled, you dumbass. Get pranked, bro.
I was so depressed. I thought if any of them had a chance of making me shoot webs, it would be this one. I went to bed and fell asleep just about ready to give up. What I didn't know at that moment was that my life was about to change forever while I slept. I woke up the next morning feeling so odd. I wasn't sure what was wrong, but I felt a tingly feeling all over my body.
That's called puberty and the urge to do the dirty work.
I wondered if I had food poisoning or something like that from eating that glowing spider.
Yeah, it's a food poisoning, you know, not your body saying, I had enough of eating these disgusting spiders. But, you know, you do you, man. Just don't share your story online. Fucking idiot. That's literally the one rule you do not break. Some people can be hypocrites about this, but, I mean, it has to be appropriate stories, not like these types of stories that literally would make no sense, or stories that shouldn't even be told at all as a whole.
I rushed to the bathroom, but realized I was feeling perfectly fine, except that my skin still seemed to be tingling.
Remember when I said that he was going to be asking to get drugged? Well, yeah, he got drugged, alright. Now he's feeling the side effects. His skin feels like it's crawling or something. It's tingling. It's making him itch. Something feels like it's starting to crawl on him and he can't get it off no matter how much he itches. Yay. Do you know what that means? That means you got drugged.
So I asked myself, maybe it worked after all. Maybe I had developed superpowers after all. I tried it, moving my hand just like Spider-Man does in the movies. And it worked!
Wow, he fucking made it work this first try. Did it just like what Spider-Man does. This guy has no idea what Spider-Man does. He presses a button for his device that lets him create spider webs.
I shot webs forward and stuck against the wall. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy. Finally, after weeks of eating spiders, I had reached my wildest dream.
Wait, you're telling me that it only was a week for eating what? Dude, that is... No, what? You did this for a week. Then why the fuck one of your animations made you look like it was more than a week? Literally, you had yourself small and you had him, like, growing. Oh my god, I can't.
It was incredible, and I tried it several times just to check if I wasn't having a dream or hallucinating. But it was true. I was really just like Spider-Man. I'll be perfectly honest though, I'm not a hero or anything of that sort. I don't fight crimes or use my powers for the greater good. I'm lazy, and I don't believe in that whole Uncle Ben stuff.
If you don't believe in any of that, then why did you even do this in the first place? And what's the point of having superpowers and wanting being just like Spider-Man if you didn't even want to save people and fight crime? Are you that fucking stupid? No. Okay, you're such a hypocrite and a liar. If you say just like what you wanted to be, just like Spider-Man, then when you get the powers, you go and do what Spider-Man does. Not, oh, I just wanted to shoot webs and all that. Then just say, I just want to shoot webs like Spider-Man. Not, I want to be just like Spider-Man. That's a completely different story.
With great power comes great responsibility, he said. But I don't want to risk my life and go around saving people. Mostly, I use my powers to grab stuff that's across the room from me when I'm feeling lazy and don't want to stand up.
So you don't want to save people because you might get killed, but you have superpowers now to prevent that. You can still die, but at least you would have a greater risk of staying alive than without having superpowers, that you can have a greater risk of dying.
Or to impress my friends. Speaking of my friends, they really freaked out when they discovered my powers. I told them all about my plans, and they had mocked me about eating spiders.
The reason why they mock you and make fun of you is because that is disgusting. Do you even know anything anymore? Literally, they know. No normal person would do this. And I was right. They are right for being a dick to you about doing this. Because, like I said before, you just shouldn't be telling people this.
So when I arrived at school and told them that I had gained superpowers, they laughed at me all over again. Of course, they didn't believe me. So I told them I'd show them after classes were over since I didn't want anyone discovering my powers.
But you were literally telling them during school, like in a fucking public place, telling them that they have superpowers. Why would you tell them you have superpowers in a public place? I thought you were saying in private, but now since you say in public, you're saying that I don't want anyone else knowing the secret, but you're literally saying it out loud in front of everyone else, say, oh, I'll prove it to you, meet me after school. Dude, just show them now, it doesn't matter, who cares? They're gonna tell them anyways, it doesn't matter.
They were super skeptical and agreed to go to my house after school was over just to prove I wasn't lying. Imagine their surprise when after locking the door to my room, I turned around and shot a web from my wrist. It was so cool to prove them all wrong. My friends kept asking me to use my powers to help them out, and sometimes I agreed. They are my friends after all, even if they didn't believe in me at first.
Well, at least he's actually helping other people out. Another hypocritical move that he says, "Oh, I didn't want to use my powers for helping people at all because that's a little bad." So, I guess the moral of the story is if you really want to know, this is disgusting and you should never do this. But if you guys really are desperate and want to have superpowers, here is the moral of the story. You basically keep eating spiders as much as you can, or dip it into some radioactivity stuff. I don't know what it's actual called. The glowing green stuff. Anything that makes it real, like abnormal. I think that's the rich people's term for paranormal. And then literally eat it or let it bite you. I feel he wants you to eat it so then you can shoot out spider webs. But if you want to get bitten by it, you can have the Spider-Man side of the superpowers. But that was just the moral of the story, and he just is encouraging everybody in the world, even little kids, to go eat spiders and get superpowers. I just don't know why somebody would actually say that to little kids. And this is a kids channel, just so you know. But I'm just done with all this bullshit and aggravation. So peace out, guys. I'm going to go strangle myself with a freaking, I don't even know anymore. I'm just gonna try to do what I'm doing on the picture. Peace out.